Good afternoon, ACN. I didn't see their voice. Good afternoon, ACN. Fantastic, fantastic. Are we not pumped up by seeing the training by Jamaluddin and Naseem KB? Yes or no? Right? Right, before I'm just going to introduce you myself. Who am I? My name is Mudasser Bashir. I started this business 2 years ago. Prior to ACN, I was working in shopping centers. Now, what I'm going to explain you right now, after what I'm going to give you my introduction, you're going to say, if this guy can do this ACN and can have huge success, anybody in this room can do exactly the same thing. Now, imagine how I got introduced into ACN is a bit different the way everybody else got introduced. I was working in shopping centers, 9 to 5 job. One of the security guard, he met me in a shopping center and he started explaining me this business about ACN. I said to him, listen, my friend, I'm not interested in any kind of network marketing because I have heard a lot. But what he said is this, he mentioned the name of Donald Trump, he said Virgin Media, and then got me thinking that there is something in this business. So I said to myself, you know what, because I was always positive. I said to myself, if Virgin is involved and Donald Trump is endorsing this business, there is something in that. So I went to the presentation in Stratford in London, and I saw exactly the same presentation which anybody else have seen that. And when I was watching this information, there was only 15 to 20 people watching the same thing. But I didn't see that how many people were in the room. But when I saw these people going out there and telling that as a team coordinator, you can make this much, as a regional director, you can make this much, and as a regional vice president, I said to myself, if these people can do this business, I can do it too. I got involved in this business, and imagine, same person in this business after 2 years, alongside with my business partner and my close friend of mine, Salman Sardar, we became the senior vice president in 2 years' time. My part of the job is this. Look, I'm a simple person. I'm not trying to tell you here that all the people you see, they come to the stage, they give the training. We come exactly the same background where everybody else come from. So I wasn't a rich person before ACN, just low average person, just doing 9 to 5 job. But what I did is this. I had a vision. I wanted always to do something in life. When I saw this business, I said to myself, I don't have 400 or 500,000 pounds to invest somewhere, but all I have is this. I've got 390 pounds to invest and make this business work for me, right? So my part of the job is phase 1. How many people think that phase 1 you can blow your business up, right? By the time I'm going to finish that, I'm going to let you know with my experiences, because the main thing which I wanted to bring into your knowledge, everybody who's sitting in this arena, that I wanted to share my story, my experiences, so you can learn how come this guy had huge success along with Salman Sardar, so you could relate to yourself. Now, the phase 1 is the topic where you can really get your business to the next level. So what is phase 1? Now, phase 1 is what? What you're doing is you're actively recruiting new representative. Now imagine, we are senior vice president. We are doing exactly the same thing what anybody else is doing. Exactly the same thing. You're going out there, you're recruiting people. I see any person, anywhere, I go food, wherever I go, we start recruiting these people anyway. Now imagine, a lot of people that say, Mudasser, how come you guys got success less than 2 years' time? How really that happened? It just happened because we were recruiting representative non-stop. Someone said, no problem, you move on to the next one. That is the only thing you have to do that. You can't just sit home, watch TV, go out for the movies, and you say, you know what? My business is not working. Your business is not going to work in that way. That's what we learned in the beginning as well. Now, a lot of people, when I started this business, let's be honest about that. When I started this business, I learned from my mistakes in the beginning. But what I said to this, I never went to watch a movie once I got serious in this business, which was the first few months of time. Right after that, I never watched any movie go to the cinema. You know why? Because I was on a mission. I wanted to get this job done, which I started. Now imagine, if you do exactly the same thing, what I'm telling you, I'm not saying that you don't go out, see the relative. You can do whatever you're thinking, but on the back of my mind, Whatever I was doing, I was thinking about this business. I'm ETT. I need to become executive team leader. Once I was executive team leader, I said, you know what? I need to become a team coordinator. Once I was a team coordinator, we said, you know what? We need to become regional vice president. We became regional vice president. We didn't go at the back of in the room and say, you know what, we have done the job. No, what we did is this. We kept on doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, and you will see the momentum comes. Because that's the only way you can have the most massive momentum in your organization. Now, even myself, we have been in phase 2 as well. Now, this is phase 1, which you do actively. You're going out there and you're recruiting the new representative. Now, what is phase 2? Now, let's be honest. In the beginning, I've been in phase 2 as well. So I've done all the mistakes in the beginning. But I tried to learn the message, all the mistakes what I did quickly, rather than my business is going to give you to the next level. But what I did is this. When you go to the phase level, is what you're going to do is you're going to managing existing representative. What managing? You're going out there in the meetings. Everything is good. Fantastic. Everything is going fine. Meeting is fine. Is on time, people are coming, great job. You go suited booty and you give a testimony, people are listening to you, you don't have any guest with you, and you are just, all what you're doing is, you are just managing the representative. That is phase 2. What is going to happen? Of course, you can have the momentum in the first one. Now your momentum is going to go down. Because what you're doing is this, you're only managing. And let me tell you, the only person who can tell that which phase you are in, who? Yourself. You are the only person who can tell from inside that which phase you are in. So that's what you got to do. So now, let's say, once you're in phase 2, now what happens is, let's say you keep on doing the same thing over and over again, you're just managing, and now you go to the phase 3. Now what you're doing is you're overseeing the managers. Now all the people your team coordinators are managing and everything. You say, you know what? Great job. You're just going out there and looking at them, great things happening. All you going in the car, nice flashy car, turn up to the meeting, going to the Saturday trainings, regional events, just for the sake of, okay, everything is great, things are happening. Your team coordinators and the other regional directors or regional vice president are managing. What is going to happen is that no momentum. Because remember, in this business, the momentum only comes when you go actively doing the same thing what you started from the first day time. Right, so this is what happened. Now imagine what happens after that. Now when you start doing that, once your momentum is down, there is no momentum, what things happen? Phase 4. You oversee the overseas. Now imagine what happens. Negative. Now things go, imagine what I'm saying. Negative. Things, now you start complaining. ACN doesn't work. I'm not getting people. Now in United Kingdom or the other countries, you start, wherever you're working at the moment, now you're going to start complaining about the system. System doesn't work. System works. You don't work. Right? So what I'm saying is, so you got to... Now what I'm saying is this. No, what I'm explaining to you, I'm just going to be very direct, that what we experience is, I'm going to give you the same knowledge that we have experienced and how we really created the momentum within our organization, which we did that. So once you're going to doing that, so negative things, once you are negative, let's say I'm being a leader in my organization, if I'm negative, don't you think so the people are under my organization, am I going to spread positivity now? No way. I'm going to say negativity, momentum is not happening, things are going wrong. This first utility, this digital phone adapter, these kind of things is going to come in your mind, and that's the way you're going to lose attention and you're going to lose your business. So you got to be in the phase 1 regardless. Even you are a regional vice president or top producing regional vice president, you still got to be. Now let me give you a live example. Me and Salman Sardar, we were sitting, and once we became one of the top producing regional vice president in the whole world, we said, let's go on holiday. Once we were on a holiday, let's be honest, Salman was thinking, bro, we should go back to London and keep on doing that, because that's in your blood. Once you start doing this business and this business works for you, now ACN is in our blood. So wherever we go, we're going to do this business because we understand that. And you can do exactly the same thing. Exactly, it's all, once you got it, then you can blow your business up. Does it make sense so far? Yes or no? Great. Now developing the phase 1. What is the, now, if you want to develop the phase 1, let's say you want to say to yourself, you know what, how you can really develop. Now, what I said to you, phase one, that's fine. So you understand what the phase one is. Now, how you can develop the phase one in yourself. Now, this is very important, and I want everybody's attention here. Now, believe. Now, look what I'm saying is, you need to have the belief for what? Believe in yourself. Now, let me say that to you. Believe in yourself is what? Look, when I went to the presentation first time, let's be honest about it. When I saw those people talking and they said, great, I got excited and I signed up. But do you think so that I had 100% belief that myself as a person that I'm going to become a senior vice president in ACN? Not really. No, if you think that on the first day, the person, if someone tells you, you know what, I'm going to become a senior vice president, I saw this presentation. Have you ever heard the people say, you know what, I'm going to bring 100 people within a month time, within 2 weeks. Have you heard that before? But they never turn up next day, right? What I'm saying is that the thing you got to understand, believing how the belief is going to build up. So let me just pay attention here. The belief is going to build up when you're going to come to the trainings, when you're going to come to the meeting. Every time you come to the meeting, you see other people growing. You see other people going to the next level. Now, let me give you an example. When I started this business, Asad Ali started the business 6 days after me. Now, imagine what happened. When I was going to the meeting, no, look, I'm giving you my example so you can relate. Now, Asad Ali is one of the senior vice presidents, COC. When I was going to the trainings and meetings and I was looking at myself, Asad Ali had his 6 people with him and I was just by myself. Now, imagine what happened to myself. Do you think so I had a belief at that time? Not really. I said, my things are not working. I was executive team leader. And in my whole organization, I had over 30 people, everybody left. I was the only person was sitting in that meeting, and Asad Ali had good few numbers of people with him. I said to myself, if Asad Ali has got his people with him, why don't I have problem? It means the problem is not with the business, problem is with me. I'm doing something wrong. What I did is, I kept on doing the same thing. I had said, you know what, let's come to the trainings again. Let's come to the regional events. Let's go to the international event. So I went to international event. When I started this business, the first international event I went to, that was Charlotte with Jamaluddin. And I was sitting, there's about 20, you know how the North America International, you got 25,000 people sitting in arena, and I was right on the top seat. And I couldn't even see much. I was a bit scared that, you know, how many people are there. But imagine what happened. When I went to that international event and I came back, I said, oh, crazy. 25,000 people, they were getting promoted. I said to myself, my belief was so strong. I said, you know what, I can do this business. Now imagine I came back to the United Kingdom and I start doing the same thing over and over again. And imagine that's what it happens, because belief will build up when you go to these meetings and trainings, because you're going to see someone next to you saying, hang on, this guy started the business with me, and how come he can become executive team leader and I'm only QTT? So it means there is something wrong. So you can relate. You can see people getting promoted to the next position. So your belief is going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. Does it make sense so far? Yeah? Now, the next thing is you need to have the belief in the company. Now, let's be honest about that. When I started ACN, the guy took me to the meeting and I look at the meeting and I got excited. Do you think so I had 100% belief in the company in ACN? No. Not on the first day, but what happens, when I start doing this research and I said, this ACN is in the business for last 20 years at the time when I started this business. They have been running in 24 first world countries. I said to myself, great, so the company is great. But what happens is this, but if you're not gonna have the belief in the company and you start gonna just, give the negativity to the people, I bet you cannot get success in ACN. Now, we love ACN like anything else, yes or no? Right? We love this business because we are making a fortune from this business within ACN. Now, you need to have 100%. I say to the people, 110%. You need to have the belief in this company. I always tell people, if you got 1% doubt, you are out in this business. So you got to be on that this system works, and you're going to be, and again, that can only happen is when you start coming to these events, go to the meetings and trainings. That's the only way you're going to build that. Now, believe in the industry. How many people think that network marketing is a huge industry, right? In network marketing, the amount of people get promoted, the millionaires, is not in any other business what is happening in the network marketing. Now, what happens is this. People come to ACN, I want to make money, right? They go to the next meeting, They invite 2 guests, they say no. They invite the 3 one, he said no. They say, you know what? They're not doing it, I'm not doing it. Let's go home, forget about this business. Now imagine what happens. They don't understand this industry, yes or no? That's what I did. I had mistakes. I thought to myself, my business is going to grow like that because I became executive team leader in 34 days, and I was one of the fastest at the time. I said, wow, Mudasser, you're doing a great job. But imagine what happened. Then the business started testing me. People start leaving. That's a part of the business. Now, I didn't realize that, but the point when the people start leaving and I was going to the training, then I got to understand that this is natural. Now imagine, let's say outside, dark at the moment, and you say, you know what? Why is dark outside? I want to be sunshine. Do you think so it can happen? It's natural, yes or no, right? So in ACN, if people leave you and leaving the business is natural. That's, you got to understand that. You got to stay in the business and then things will happen for you. You can't just say, it's not a get-rich scheme quick. You started the business now, within 2 months of time or 3 months of time, you're gonna start making thousands of pounds. Yes, in ACN, you can make a lot of money in quick period of time. Within good few months of time, you can set yourself in a very good position. But you got to understand the industry, that which industry we are in. Now I'll give you an example. Now, everybody know Bill Gates, one of the multi-billionaire, yes or no, right? Someone asked Bill Gates, no, it's not me, it's Bill Gates. Someone asked Bill Gates, if you lost everything, what would you do? He said, I will find a good network marketing company and get to work. It's not I am saying, look, this is what multi-billionaire this guy is telling you about this business, so you could understand that. Donald Trump, the same thing. Someone asking the same question, they put in front of him, and he said, you know what? I'm going to find a good network marketing. I'm going to get back to work. So you got to understand that. Yes, there is a lot of money. Don't you think so? In ACN, what we're here for is residual income. Yes or no? Right? You go on a holiday for 6 months or 1 year, you still get paid. But in order to get that, you need to understand the industry as well. So I always tell, when I do the meetings, I tell within my organization, please study, which I didn't study in the beginning. You got to study the network marketing industry, how big this industry is. Once you're going to have this belief in the industry, you're going to say, wow. Then you're going to have patience. Once you're going to have a patience, then your business is going to start running. Because when the people is going to start leaving you, you'll be saying, you know what, it's going to happen anyway. Don't you think so? No, a lot of people, they see all this, say, don't you think so people left us when we start recruiting people? Do you think so? Of course they did. Everybody who was coming to the organization, it looks very nice from outside saying that they're one of the top producing regional, but a lot of people left on the way, but we kept the journey going and going and going. So that's the one thing you got to understand that. Now, how you going to develop that? Now, what are the qualities has to be in you to develop that phase 1, right? So what the qualities you need? You need a passion. Now, let me tell you this. If you don't have a passion in this business, there is no way you can get a huge success in ACN business for a long period of time. The passion has to be there. So when I started, I had a passion, right? I wanted to do something for my family, for my parents and everything. That's why I wanted to do something. And I wanted to make, let's be honest, when I started ACN, I wanted to make money. That's all it is. I didn't even know what residual income. I said, you know what, bonuses, I want to make bonuses. But you learn that during the way. But I had a passion in me. So I was going to the meetings. Now let me give you an example. Now that's going to really, is going to help you to understand that. Now look at the passion. When I was in ACN, no, this is a very, very good example. I was doing a 9 to 6 job, roughly about 12 hours going and coming back, the same journey. Now imagine what I was doing. We used to have a meeting roughly about, you know, in London it's very busy. I used to take people in my car, meeting to the other side of London is southwest London. We used to have a meeting there. I used to get 4 people in my car, 3 to 4 people and myself, take them into the meeting, and they look at the meeting, they said, yeah, it's good, but I want to think about that, okay? I said, okay. Now, while they were coming back on the journey, do you think so the people are hungry, they want to eat something, yes or no, right? I used to feed them chicken and chips, 3 pounds meal each person, right? From my pocket, and I was doing a 9 to 6 job. So I wasn't making a huge amount of money, and I've got my family to feed. And I was spending about 15 pounds on the meal for them, and I was only executive team trainer for them to put their money and bringing them back to them, leaving them their house. Now, who thought that? Who really thought that the money I was spending, I'm going to have a huge success in ACN? But what I did is this. What I said is this. I kept myself focused. I keep on going on to the meetings and having the belief again and again. So the amount I have spent in ACN, do you think so I've got much more money, got it back? Yes or no? Right? That's all you got to think about that. That's all you got to think about your team. Because this is a teamwork. It's not a one-man show. You need to take your team together, and once that's going to happen, you're going to have the huge success. Now, once you're going to have the passion, then you need to have the confidence. No, confidence will come with the passion, yes or no? Now you're confident about that. Yes, I can do this business, that's not a problem. Now, let me give you an example. Now, Salman Sadar, my business partner, imagine this has only happened only a few weeks ago. Good few weeks back, we were just sitting and we had one prospect, and he lives in Australia, the other part of the world. You know Australia where is? Okay. From United Kingdom, it's about 30 hours on the plane. If you want to get there, you got to change twice. Now Salman said, you know what, I'm going to build up in Australia. So he built, imagine from United Kingdom to Melbourne, how far is that? Now he went all the way down to Australia. That's called the phase 1, and look what he did. Look at the confidence that he had. Even I wasn't ready to go, let's be honest. I said, we got so much work to do. He said, let's go. Now, imagine, we got more than 50 representatives in Melbourne who are under our organization. Over 50 representatives. Don't you think so? It's a great job? Now, where that come from? Salman came from a background where he was a market trader, because he had a confidence as an industry, as a company. So he had a confidence that he can go anywhere in the world and he can do exactly the same thing. Because that's all about phase 1. If you can do in United Kingdom, you can do in any part of the world. Now, a lot of people, they say this. Have you heard that before? United Kingdom has got a huge momentum. Yes or no? Right? There we go. Let me tell you this. Right. Okay. It's okay, right? Right. Now what I'm saying is this, that in United Kingdom, there is no momentum. In United Kingdom, we got phase 1. Everybody in phase 1. If you can get to the same thing, any part of the, no, you tell me, how come Salman can go to Australia and how come he can sign up within 3.5 weeks? Because Salman was constantly working day and night, 24 hours. I mean, he had only a few hours sleep. And I remember that he was telling me, I'm sitting in a hotel and I was giving training. He said the people were sitting, I was giving training, and he went on sleep. He went to sleep. And the people were looking at him. But what I'm saying is you got to understand that, because that's what is very important, which you got to understand in this business. Now, if you see the other thing is the posture. Of course, what posture? Now, when you look at the people and they're telling you about the business, they look at you first. They don't look at ACN, they look at you. If you have that belief in yourself and you have got that fire in your eyes, don't you think so the people will join you? People will join you like anything. Now, when we give when I personally give one-on-one to someone, I'm so much confident about the system, the guy thinks, hold on, I think so I should give a shot. I think so I should try. This guy, that's all you need to have that. And if you're only going to say, you know what, just try. If it goes, it goes. It doesn't, it doesn't. There is no way the people is going to do that, because they don't have any idea about the ACN when they start that. Now, once you have that posture, then of course the action will come. And once the action you put into the work, you will see the massive results in front of you. Now, sorting. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. How many people have watched Simon Aboud's video where I have tell you through deck of cards sorting, right? Right, everybody have seen that. Now, what happens is this, all we say that is, some will, some won't, so what, some wait. Have you heard some say some wait? The people say, I want to wait. Let me think about that. Now, I asked people a question. A lot of people, when I started the business, they said, I want to wait, Mudasser. Let me think about it. I tell them right after 2 years, I'm standing in Rotterdam giving a presentation in thousands and thousands of people. What about that? So let them wait. You just move on to the next. Someone's going to tell you, okay, I'm perfectly fine. I love this business. I want to do this. But listen, hold on. Before I join, when this business is going to go to India? Okay. If the guy asks you a question, tell them, okay, sir, thank you very much. Next. Because they are not really interested in that. They just got an excuse. So you got to be a good, you should sort people out quickly. If you can quickly sort people, you can find the great leaders within them. And that's what exactly we did. We never spent time with someone that did not even deserve our time. We give time to the person who really deserves our time, because the time is money. So we cannot give time to everyone and everyone, because as you know, in this business, you cannot work with everyone. Can you work with your whole lot? Can we work with 10,000 people in our organization? Not really. You can only work with the people who's going to see what you see, the people who can really see the vision in this business. Now, they are seeking, now the open-minded, the people are open-minded, they really look in this business, they say, yeah, I want to do it. They want to see this business as a long-term for their family, right? So they're going to retire their family, they want to retire themselves. Now imagine being in ACN, don't you think so after a few years of time, even if you don't work for the rest of life, don't you think so we're going to get paid, yes or no? We're still going to get paid, and that's the amazing business. That's kind of people, you need that. Now reliable, the people you can rely, right? The people you can trust. Now imagine, I never met Salman before ACN. I didn't even know this gentleman. I just met him in ACN, and I just met him in this business. Now imagine, look at the beauty of this business, and then he became the business partner within this business, because we had that trust. That's what you will see. And it's not only him, we got other people in our organization or the leadership. That's what you do. You need the trustworthy, the people you can trust on them. And that's what happens. That's what you got to do. The individuals, the people who want to do something, the people on the mission, they want to achieve something in their life. Now, needing, the people looking, they are needing, the people looking for it, the people who want growth, they want you to achieve something, they want to grow their life, they want to change their lifestyle. They don't want to say, now let's be honest about it. Before coming to ACN, a lot of people tell me, Mudasser, you know, a lot of people, if you ask them a question, they always keep on mentioning the celebrity's name. You know, this celebrity is driving their car, this celebrity is watching, he's got this watch, he's got this dress. But I'm asking a question to you. If they have it, why don't you have it? Why can't you have it? You can have exactly the same thing. And I'm telling you this, you can have that. Now me, personally, as a person, I never thought, before coming to ACN, that I can live a lifestyle, the lifestyle I'm living right now. I never thought about that. Now a lot of people drive Lamborghinis and Ferraris in their dreams, yes or no? They think about that, this guy is driving, no, look at that, in myself, because of this business, don't you think so, can I buy a Ferrari right now? Yeah? From where? From this perfect business in place. That's what you got to understand. That kind of people who need that, they want to grow in their life. They want to achieve something. Not the people, they say, you know what, I'm 9 to 6, I'm happy as it is. You don't need those people. You need to sort people, the people who want to go with you. Now leadership, developing leadership, this is very important. Now, being in the phase one, how are you going to develop leadership within your organization? Now, the leaders always, who the leaders you're going to have in your business, leaders going to lead from the front. The people is going to be, you're going to find people, they're going to always lead from the front, and the leaders always stay positive. Now, if someone is negative within the organization, try to get rid of them, because you need positive people. You want to get success in this business. We don't hate for politics, yes or no, in this business? We're here to have massive success. We need to have the success for our families, our loved ones, the people, whatever you're doing it for. You need to work with the positive people, and that's what I love. I always work with the positive people. The people always talk about growth, the people who really want to achieve something in their life. They're after a position, not the people who are talking something at the negativity. And I always tell that you can find 1,000 reasons not to do this business. And you can find one good reason to blow this business up. And that's what you got to do here, right? Now the leaders, they always stay in the phase one. Now, the leaders never show the influence, boss influencer. They don't show that dictatorship within the organization. I'm telling you, if you show that, They may like you right now, but when they come to your position, they won't like you. Do you agree with me? The people, when they come to your position, they're not going to like that, because you got to understand that you should influence people, not boss them. You can't just be a dictator and tell them what to do. Let them influence them. They will listen to you because they look at you as a leader. And that's what we need to develop and keep on doing that. And we always learn as a leader. Nobody is perfect anyway as a human being, because we always learn through our life. No, I always say that if you stop learning, first you should stop leading as a leader. And if you stop learning, you will soon you will stop earning. Because that's what in this business is. Because you got to keep that going in yourself as learning. Watch all the things. We got everything available. Always learn that. Always learn from the leadership. Now, let me give you a good example. I was regional director at the time, and I met one of our executive team trainer. He came to my house, and I was just helping him because he didn't have the momentum, and we were just having a chat. And this guy go to me, Mudasser, the way you launch, I don't think so. I think so you can do better than that. And look, that gentleman is only an executive team trainer. He's telling me I'm a regional director. I might think, how come you say that I'm a regional director and one of the top producing regional director? Look what I said to him. Look what I said to him. His name is Yusuf. I'm going to mention his. What I say, Yusuf. I shake hand with Yusuf. I say, Yusuf, you know what, bro? Thank you very much, because he learned that. I said, bro, I didn't know that. You know what? From now onwards, I'm going to start launching the way you told me to do that. That's what we learn. It doesn't matter they are a TT, ETT, whatever you pick from any person, just keep that inside. Right? So if you can do that within your organization, if you can keep on learning, because let's be honest, when people come to me and they go to me, Mudasser, you guys are doing great. How you did that? I tell them, I don't even know. I just started this business. We kept on doing the same thing over and over and over again, and that's happened. Now let me tell you a secret today how it happened. You need to become a likable personality. The people should love you, not when they see you, even at the back. They say, you know what, these are the people are in the business. That's the real winning. It's not all about the money, because you need to win the heart of the people within your organization. They should love you like anything, regardless. They come to your position at the same time. Now, let's say within our organization, we got 3 regional vice presidents. Now, those 3 regional vice presidents, they know what they're doing because they come to the same position as leading the team. If they give us a respect and the love, do you think so we achieve what we really wanted in ACN? Yes or no? That's all you got to do in this business. Now, if you see the leadership tools, all these tools are available. If you could see that everything is on the back office, everything has done, ACN has made so much easy our lives. You could go to the Success on Demand. You got Success from Home Magazine. You got these all tools which we need in this business to run. Sometimes I think myself how easy this business is, that everything is there for us. All we got to do is just go out there, get the representative, get the customers, and do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's what you got to do. Just get these things. And let me tell you something. I mean, it happened with me in the beginning. A lot of people, they check the back office, where you check the report 10 times a day. You don't have to check that. It only updates twice in a day, right? Once in the morning, once in the evening. There is nothing is there. All we got to do is be in phase 1, because the report is going to be exactly the same thing. We just need to take the maximum benefit of SVP University. If you go to the SVP University, personally, I've learned a lot by watching those videos, by watching these top producing COC members, by seeing those people, how really they did that, how inviting. So, I mean, everything what you wanted to know is up there, and you can easily learn from that. Now, if you see the success, a lot of people see the success, it goes like this. Can you see that? Can you see that it goes like that? Now, for you, all the people sitting here, they might think, this gentleman, they became senior vice president and a circle of champion in 2 years of time. What achievement. We never went like that. There was a time people leaving. We were like, okay, it's not happening, but we kept on doing the same thing. We fall again and again and again, and then we got up, get the new representative, they run away, go up there, get the new representative. You got to do the job again and again and again, and imagine what happens. That's the way you become a senior vice president and a COC member at the same time. Now, if you see that staying in phase one puts you in the full control in your business, and you don't have to depend on no one. I mean, if you are in phase one, now let's say we got 3, 4 regional vice presidents within our organization. If you are in phase one, I mean, we can create leadership again and again. If you can do once, you can do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's what the phase one gives you all the time. Now, does it make sense so far? Are you still enjoying the training so far? Okay. Now, the last thing I'm just going to leave that to you is this. Now, let me tell you what this business really has given, what personally I've experienced. Now, I'm just going to share a small story. Now, I went to Canada. I've got a friend of mine. He lives in Canada, Vancouver. So I went there to expand my business. Now, imagine this is a real story which happened a good few months back. Now, I landed into Canada in Vancouver airport, right? The immigration officer were there. Now, I went there. I gave him my passport. And the gentleman looked at my passport. He goes, he saw the suit and everything. He goes, what are you here for? I just told him because there's one of the national events, so I'm here just to attend the national event. Now imagine in Vancouver, Canada, immigration officer looking at my passport, and he goes, okay, what do you do? He asked me, I said to him, look, at that time I was a regional vice president. So I said to him, I'm one of the regional vice president in ACN in United Kingdom. When the guy looked at me, he looked at me like this, and he laughed. And I said to myself, wait, I said to him, are you in ACN? He goes, yeah. Now imagine that guy on the airport in Vancouver, he was in ACN. I said to him, what position you are? He goes, I'm executive team trainer. I said, fantastic. And you know what he said to me? He said to me, I wanted to take a picture with you, but because I've been watched here, I'm going to come to the national event and I'm going to take a picture. Now you tell me, which business or which gives you that respect? Now, who am I? 2 years ago, who am I? Just working in shopping center. After 2 years, I go to Canada and the person recognized me. And imagine he came to the national event and he brought his wife and he took a picture with me. Don't you think so? That respect, what you can get there. Can you really get that anywhere else? What I'm saying to you now, I'm just going to leave that to you on this. Now, every person who's sitting in this arena, I don't mind which position you are in. If you're a TT, QTT, doesn't matter. What you got to do right now is this. If you're a QTT, the next international which is going to happen, you have to become executive team leader at minimum and get your eyes on a team coordinator. If you're a team coordinator, you need to become a regional vice president. It doesn't matter how. Forget about everything. Always think about to grow your business. And I'm telling you, once you're going to make that happen and you're going to say, yeah, this guy Mudasser told us there's no rocket science. There is no rocket science in this business. This business is so simple, but you got to bear with it. But the people leave when they see the tough time. So every person in this arena is going to get the success, yes or no? I didn't see, it's not loud enough. Yes or no? Yes. Fantastic. I will say that to you, I'm going to see everyone to the next international event. Thank you very much, and I love you all. Thank you.